Welcome to Victory Rogue. Each week I will draft a temporary team of Pokemon to try to climb the Pokemon Champion singles ladder. How far will I get? Tune in every Monday to find out. Sup Nerds, Free 99 here. Welcome to another week of Season 1 in Pokemon Champion Singles League. This week was pretty terrible in terms of pulls. Let's talk about it. First up, the best pull that we have this week is Whimsicott. Increased special attack, increased speed, modest, I believe is the nature. Moonblast, Fake Tears, Tailwind, and Light Screen. Prankster gives Tailwind and Light Screen +1 priority. That means we're basically guaranteed to get one of these off. The Focus Sash on Whimsicott will enable us to hopefully get a second one off. Of course, if our opponent leaves us at 1 HP and then like snowing is happening or sandstorm or we get burnt, we're gonna get KO'd that turn. But assuming none of those are in play, we should be able to live with 1 health and then get the other setup move up and running. If we somehow live to a 3rd turn, Moonblast will be our only DPS. We do get stabbed with it. It's pretty high base power, so nothing to laugh at. Plus, we have seen quite a few dragon types running around. Aurorus was the ice type that we were missing last week. It has snow warning, so on switching, it does put up the hail on the field. Max special attack, max special defense. I don't know what negative special attack, increased special defense is, but that's the nature that we're going with. We put a Choice Scarf because Blizzard is going to be the only thing that we will be spamming out of Aurorus. I doubt we will even be able to use all 8 of the PP it has. It's a one-trick pony. The moment our opponent knows what we're doing, they're going to take it out. Ice Beam is nice just in case we do somehow use up all 8 of our Blizzard spams. Mirror Coat, I don't know will be that useful. Our opponent has to hit us with a special attack, and then we would have to live that, and then we would have to hit them with a Mirror Coat. A lot of things have to roll right in order for it to trigger. Iron Defense is there, our 94 defense. We're not going to spend time putting that up. Basically a worthless slot. Chandelure, it now has a Mega. Congratulations. Whatever decreased special attack, increased defense, that's the nature that was rolled here. Max defense, max special attack. This was like the best out of the entire lineup. And all because it has Shadow Ball, which is a really good special attack, ghost type move, and Flamethrower, which is a solid fire type special attack. We cannot use Trick because we are holding the Chandelurite, or whatever that item is called. And even if it does work, it's not like we want to give away our Mega Stone to our opponent. Taunt, pretty much the same thing. It could be useful if we run into a Pokemon that's usually like status built. So something like the Toxic Stall Umbreon that we saw earlier, or maybe if we run into a Blitzy. Blitzy usually uses like stall tactics as well. So we do have that option if it does come up. Flame Body is nice if we can switch into a guaranteed fire attack. So maybe like Whimsicott eats a Fire Blast and then survives with Focus Sash. We could use the hopefully incoming Fire Blast again to swap into Chandelure. Flame Body. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Flash Fire. Flame Body is the one where the opponent does a contact move, they get burnt, which I guess pairs nicely with our increased defense stats. So that's gonna be cool. When Mega though, so Flame Body might not even last that long. When Mega, it does get Infiltrator, which is its normal hidden ability. Really good ability if our opponent sets up a like our dual screens, so Reflect, Light Screen, or even something like a Substitute. We can bypass those defenses and hit them straight for, you know, max damage. Decidueye, another ghost type in the team. Again, it was like the best of the worst. Max health, max attack. It is adamant nature, a bit of speed investment should come in handy. Spear Checkle and Seed Bomb are our 2 best stab attacks, one of which is Ghost, the other one is Grass. Shadow Sneak will help us, will give us priority and hopefully take out our opponent before they are able to finish us off. Trailblaze is a very good physical attack. We're basically going to try to use that on our first turn that Decidueye is out, because it does increase our speed by 1. So Spirit Shackle and Seed Bomb has a better chance of being dealt to our opponent first. Aegislash is in here. Aegislash is not supposed to be here. This did not save. But we might as well talk about it. We already have 2 ghost types in the team. For some reason, I went ahead and picked up a third one just because, again, best of the worst. Iron Head is a really good stab attack, especially with its adamant and max attack nature. Unfortunately, Shadow Ball is its ghost type attack, and we are negative special attack, so that will not hit as hard. King Shield is really nice if we're against a physical Pokemon. It'll lower the opponent's attack by 1 stage, plus it's a protect as well. So it will keep us from taking damage. Head Smash is just there, I guess, for coverage moves. But what we are actually gonna be using is this Glaceon here. Let me quickly give it the leftovers. So Glaceon has Ice Body when it's hailing, which our Aurorus will eventually put onto the field if we put them together. Ice Body will let it heal 1/16 of its max health, I believe, which is the exact same thing as Leftovers. So with Leftovers and Ice Body active at the same time, we're healing 1/8 of our health, assuming we survive. It does have negative attack, increased special defense nature, plus max special defense. So we should be able to eat a few fire type attacks if it's something like Flamethrower. But if it's something more physical like a Flare Blitz, we're basically going to go down. The max special attack is really good thanks to Freeze Dry, which is our anti-water move. Frost Breath otherwise will be our main damaging ice type attack. Mirror Coat again works well with our special defense nature and EV spread. So hopefully we can tank. It doesn't even need to be a fire type attack. We can tank like a Draco Meteor, activate Mirror Coat, and then it'll deal double damage back to the attacker. Speaking of anti-dragon, Alluring Voice as a bit of coverage. Last but not least, Conkeldurr. Max attack, whatever increased attack, decreased special defense nature. Max speed, 97, still under 100, which is pretty poor, but again, we do have Whimsicott and Tailwind to increase our team speed for about 5 turns. Conkeldurr has Drain Punch and Iron Fist, so it should be hitting pretty hard. We could also use Bulk Up a couple of turns if we're against something favorable like a, I don't know, like a normal type or something. Focus Punch we will almost never use, and then Knockoff is there just in case our opponent switches in like a Psychic type to try to take us out. But yeah, we're basically using another like good stuff pile like what we did on the first week, and if you saw that episode, you'll know that we barely like moved up or down the ranking ladder. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better because we do have Whimsicott and a couple of setup attacks. But, you know, there's only one way to find out. Let's head into battle. 9 days left, which means there is one more week after this. One more week to try to get ourselves into gold tier, but like I said in the beginning, the plan was to try to fight our way into Great Ball tier, and that already happened, so I'm pretty happy. Good luck, have fun, Brandon. Let's see what our opponent is bringing to the table. This is a pretty standard team from what we have seen. They do have double dragon types in Garchomp and Dragonite. That could also be a Charizard X, which becomes Dragon Fire. I want to lead Whimsicott. We're always leading Whimsicott. And in the off chance, we also can take down Meowscarada with Ice type moves. So, like, half of their team just dies to the Ice synergy. This could be, like, the worst thing that we could do, and they go Charizard. It's not Espeon, it's the Fairy type. Sylveon. Sylveon, and Greninja. So we could be walking into those 3 instead of the other 3. But we're gonna find out soon. They're taking their time. They're seeing if we're bluffing with the ice. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. Maybe they think that we're gonna use it, so they think that they're not gonna use it, but then we are using it, so then they think that they chose right. They are leading with a Charizard. This could be a problem for us. Chances are it's a special Charizard, so we would want to start with a Light Screen. There goes the Prankster Light Screen. Thank you, thank you. Charizard is using a Flamethrower. We do eat that. Didn't need the Sash. We're gonna go for Tailwind now. We are planning on going down. This was the plan all along. But now we do have 4 turns of Tailwind if they do take us out. Hopefully they do. Or else we will be... They are going with Fly. So we do have to waste a Tailwind turn here with Aurorus. But because they're part rock, at least they won't be taking that much damage. Also, once Light Screen and Tailwind comes off, we do have a chance to bring it back. Here comes the Snow Warning. Charizard's using Fly. It shouldn't do a whole lot. Barely any damage. Barely any damage. So here's the fun part. Fire Flying means Blizzard is neutral to them. We do get the Blizzard off. Thank you for the Choice Scarf and the... Oh, crit! Choice Scarf and the Tailwind. Earthquake does a bit of damage. Not a whole lot, though. We're still over half health. We can only use Blizzard here. But it's not like it's a bad thing. Blizzard is 100% hit rate in the snow. Charizard does go down. I believe we only have 1 turn left of Light Screen and then like 2 turns of Tailwind. No, this was the last turn. This is very unfortunate. So we're normal speed and we're normal in special defense, but we were able to take down the Charizard. I don't think we're gonna switch out the Aurorus here, especially against the Sylveon. If anything, we're just gonna rely on the Tailwind from the Whimsicott if Aurorus does go down. There's a Yawn. They're trying to stall us out here, and I don't know if I like that. We could swap into Glaceon. How many turns left do we have with... It's the last turn of Snow, which is unfortunate for us. If we do go Glaceon, we'll be able to tank whatever they throw at us. Hopefully. And then we can heal a bit of the damage taken with the leftovers. There's Draining Kiss. Doesn't do a whole lot. We are maxed special defense in terms of nature and EVs. The snow stopped, but we do still get the healing from leftovers. Really nice to have. We could swap into Aurorus again if we wanted to, but I'm feeling Mirror Coat. They could be attacking with another Draining Kiss, and we could just... No, they're going to go for Yawn. Okay, that's unfortunate. We do know that they're going to try to go for a Draining Kiss. I feel like Whimsicott might be able to tank one. And then maybe we can get like a Tailwind up. That wouldn't be so bad. We could also just set up the ice again. No, we're going to try the Whimsicott play. We're going to try the Whimsicott play. Whimsicott the Peckish comes out. They're going to try the Draining Kiss again. Oh, they're going for the Hyper Voice. Unfortunately, we don't live that. Okay. Well, we're in a bit of a pickle. We know they're going to try to Yawn. We do know that they're going to try to Yawn. We could use that for our advantage and maybe get 2 Blizzards off. This is going to be the last time we get the snow up for sure. Unfortunately, our switch-ins haven't been working in our favor. There goes the Blizzard. We do have speed. Maybe we can get a Freeze Hacks off. One can only hope. They do have a citrus berry. They're gonna go for the yawn. I think we keep Auroras in. Or we could switch it out. And then Glaceon does have the snow and the leftovers to heal it. And then we'll just deal the most damage we can, like every other turn. Because they're also wasting every other turn to put us in to sleep with yawn. So it's not like we're losing much here. The max special defense is in our favor, but they are, I guess, gaining more than they are losing. There's a bit of Ice Body, there's a bit of leftovers. I forgot that they changed how Hail works. It doesn't actually do damage in between turns anymore, which is a little disappointing. There goes the Frost Breath. They dodged it? That is very unfortunate. So they're gonna get a free Draining Kiss here. Or do we just stay because we are healing it off? I see no reason not to. This is a very annoying battle. Very annoying indeed. We're gonna stay in. We're gonna try the other Frost Breath. It connects. There goes the damage. They are at under half health. Frost Breath will always crit, which is very nice for us. That was a very damaging Hyper Voice. Pixelate is very good. So we are now asleep. If we can wake up this turn, or maybe the next, we should be able to take out Sylveon. Or at least do some more damage before our Glaceon gets taken down. But it is not looking that way. There goes the Draining Kiss. The snow has stopped, so we're not even going to be healing that much. Very unfortunate for us. Even if we wake up here, they're faster than us, so there's really nothing we can do about it. Yep, Glaceon is still asleep. There's the Hyper Voice. They're not even going to want to try to heal off of us. Unfortunate. Here comes the snow one more time. We only have one effective move against them, which is Blizzard. Hopefully, maybe we can get a Freeze Hacks or a crit, like 2 crits in a row. That would be nice. Oh, was that a crit? That was a crit! If they went for Yawn, no, they went for Hyper Voice. They want the kill. We live! I think we have this. We might still have this. If we outspeed and hit them with the Blizzard, they die. Question is, what is their last Pokemon and can we OTK with the Blizzard spam? They're communicating. Please tell me it was the Dragonite or something. Come on. We need this win. I would like to keep our win streak running. They don't want to release it. It was a Greninja. It was a Greninja. So they did go for the 3 that would not die to the ice. I don't think our not ice team would have fared any better. It would have been like Chandelure, which would have died to the Greninja anyways. In more ways than one, because Greninja is Water Dark, which counters Ghost Fire pretty well. And then I don't know what the other Pokemon I would have sent out. So unfortunate for us. First match into the game and we lost. GG's, Brandon, GG's. There goes our win streak. We also lose, I believe, a blip off of Great Ball rank 3. There it goes. But we can still claw our way back. We can still claw our way back. Another Japanese name. Not sure how to pronounce it, but good luck, have fun to you. They have another team that could potentially die to the snow, which means that they're probably not going to use Whimsicott. They're probably not going to use the Garchomp. They might still Charizard. So then we have to prepare for a Glimmora and a Basculegion. Something tells me Decidueye has to be in. We might not even go Chandelure. Well, we could still go Chandelure. Chandelure wouldn't be so bad. What would Kronkelder do with Drain Punch? Not a whole lot. Yeah, I think we go Whimsicott, Chandelure, and then Decidueye. And hopefully this is enough to take out our opponent. Watch them do the double fake and they actually run like Charizard, Garchomp, Whimsicott. Because they know that we think that they're not going to run those three thanks to us having an ice team. Again, mind games, mind games. That's the one nice thing, I guess, when it comes to 3v3 singles instead of the usual 6v6. That you can play mind games with your opponent, whether or not you're going to put them out. There's the Glamora. They're probably going to do like Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rocks against us. Going to be very annoying. Let's go ahead and bust out the light screen here. Get that out first. Mortal Spin. I've never seen that move before. Extremely effective, so it was a poison type. And it did poison us. I'm not entirely sure if it's a guaranteed poison or not. But it did poison us. We can still get off Tailwind here, which should be very nice for whatever Pokemon we swap in. They are going for the Stealth Rocks. Okay, that's unfortunate for us. We do have to waste a turn in order to get our Pokemon out. Or we could stay in and do a bit of damage. They could have Focus Sash and we're just gonna break it. Here comes the Moonblast. They could also choose not to attack and we just waste our Light Screen and Tailwind. There is the Toxic Spikes. Okay, we have to get our Pokemon out now. Unfortunately, we have kept them in for too long. Decidueye is our best bet against the Glamora. We can go with like a Trailblaze. Get our speed up because Tailwind isn't going to last that much longer. Hopefully they go for the other set of Toxic Spikes here. That way we do sort of get a free switch. We do get the free switch in. Air quotes free. They're going to be attacking us next turn. Let's go ahead and get our... I believe this is the last turn, right? Yeah, there's the last turn of Light Screen and Tailwind. So we should get our Trailblaze out. Deal a bit of damage and get +1 movement speed. And then hopefully, depending on what the last two Pokemon that they have, we're able to just take them out with Decidueye. It was a Bascule Legion, which we may be good against. And then the other one was... I already don't remember. I remember Glamora, I remember a Charizard. Oh, they're withdrawing, okay. There goes the Charizard. Sure. We still get the Trailblaze out, so the +1 speed is to our favor. Hopefully we can outspeed them. We do have a Ghost type attack, so we don't have to worry that much. At least in terms of hurting them. We're gonna go for the Spirit Shackle here. Hopefully Spirit Shackle is enough to attack first and we take him out. They're probably thinking, oh, okay, they're gonna go Mega. And it is the Fire Flying Mega of Y, not the Dragon of X. Here comes the Drought. They still outspeed us, which is very unfortunate. So we can still do something here. Whimsicott isn't dead. I don't think. Or maybe they are. If they don't die to the Stealth Rocks, then we do still get a turn of putting up something. We do still get that turn. I don't think Charizard does have any sort of priority move. So we're either going to put Tailwind up or we're going to put Light Screen. And because Light Screen lasts longer than Tailwind, I feel like we're going to do it. Fake Tears does... What does Fake Tears do? Lowers the target's special defense by 2 stages. We could force the switch out. I honestly think Light Screen for a Chandelure to survive. And then maybe get the Mega Chandelure Shadow Ball out would be our best bet. This is not looking good though. We may be 0 for 2. Here comes the Chandelier. Those rocks are very painful, and we get badly poisoned as well. So the clock is definitely against us. I mean, the only thing that we can do is Mega and Shadow Ball and hope for the best. We're definitely not gonna outspeed them, so they're definitely gonna attack first. Question is, will Fire Blast take us out? And I really hope not, because we do resist it. Plus we have Light Screen up. That is an amazing Mega form. Look at that Chandelier. If only this Mega Chandelier wasn't poking, I would have been so amazed. No, unfortunately, it is not there. Even if we take out the Charizard, they still have like 2 Pokemon in the back, and we are dying from poison. We're down to 11 health. Even if we take him out here, we die to the badly poisoned. Well, it wasn't a clean sweep. We'll take that. We'll take that. We did take out one of their Pokemon. Unfortunately, that's it for us in this game. 0-2. 0-2 so far. GG's. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but GG's. We could be ranking back down here. I'm not entirely sure if that does happen. But we're about to find out if we do lose a 3rd one in a row. Like I said, I didn't have much hope for this team anyways. It's another pile of good stuff. We have barely any synergy with them. So it's gonna be a long, hard day of trying to climb. They have their own ice types, which is a little bit worrying. They're probably not gonna Frost Last. They see our ice types and they're probably gonna Corviknight. Like I'm looking at Mega Absol, a Corviknight, and an Arcanine. If that is true, then we should probably like Whimsicott, Chandelure, and maybe Kronkelder. We do have a Lumberry if the Arcanine does burn us, so that does give us a bit of time to recover. It's definitely not the Ice team. They have a Fire, they have a Steel type, and they're probably not going to put Whimsicott or Garchomp. So let's try this. Let's see what happens. It's another Japanese name. I cannot pronounce it. Good luck, have fun regardless. It's a Whimsicott lead. We could have went Ice. Maybe it's the double fake. They're probably going to try to do the same thing we are. It'd be cool if they were. Let's start with the Tailwind. Prankster Tailwind does activate. Dazzling Gleam. They're going for damage instead of defense. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and Light Screen here. This will allow us to take the Dazzling Gleam a little bit better. It's a mixed set. They have physical and special attacks. Interesting. Our best bet would be to go into Chandelure and then just burn them to death. Hopefully it is the Steel and the Grass and the... Well, Absol we would probably have an issue with, just because it's dark and we're Ghost. Was that a Solar Beam? I believe they just tried to Solar Beam us. Unfortunately, that takes 2 turns. They could have a team just like ours that is randomly drafted, and they're just going with what they have. If it is, I salute you, good sir, for trying this out. I'm telling you right now, it's not a great challenge. It will be testing all your skills. Tailwind is gone, which is unfortunate. They do have the Corviknight out. Okay. Even though the Tailwind's gone, Corviknight isn't that fast, so Flamethrower should attack first and kill them. Unless they do have Focus Sash. They do not have Focus Sash. What is your last Pokemon? A Garchomp. Okay. Okay, that's not so bad. Shadow Ball still does decent damage. Earth Power is gonna hurt. Fortunately, Light Screen is still up and running. I believe this is the last turn though, so the next Earth Power could take us out. If we do live the next Earth Power, we should be able to take them out with Shadow Ball. If not, we still have Whimsicott and it's Moonblast. There's the Dragon Claw. I don't know why they didn't Earth Power again, but hey, GG's. GG's to you, good sir. Thanks for keeping us in Great Ball Rank 3. We've got a quarter of the way done again. Let's see what our next opponent will bring us. This is a pretty long one. Maybe everybody ranked up already and there was nobody left in Great Ball Rank 3. It is 9 days left in the season, and I'm pretty sure all the... oh, good luck, have fun, Connor. I'm pretty sure all of the good and talented trainers out there are already in the Ultra and Master Ball. Now, this is a team that we haven't seen all that often. I think this is the first time we've seen a... what's that thing? The Lighthouse. It's not a Flappy. Ampharos. Ampharos. First time seeing an Ampharos. Could also be the first Milotic. They have two flying types and a ground type, which makes me scream the ice team. But it could also mean that they're not going to be using those, so we should prepare for an Ampharos, a King Gambit, and a Milotic. So like Whimsicott for setup, obviously. Chandelure is neutral against the Ampharos, and it takes out the King Gambit. And then Decidueye resists the Ampharos. Well, they resist both ways. And it does take out the Milotic. Unfortunately for us, if they go for the double flying and the ground type, we do lose. So this is really, really tough for us. If they're thinking they're not possibly gonna run the ice types, then we just lost. There's the Ampharos. Okay, so we did pick right. We did pick right. Here comes Whimsicott. We are going for the light screen. Ampharos is usually a special attacker, so this will let us absorb and not die from an incoming, like, Thunderbolt. Oh, it's a Mega Ampharos! That's even better for us! So Mega Fabio here becomes part Dragon type when it Megas, which means our Moonblast will deal quite a bit of damage to them. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. I mean, they did damage. They did break our sash. Here comes a Moonblast. We're not gonna do the Tailwind just yet. We're gonna use it on the last turn that we think the last turn that we think Whimsicott has. There's Power Gem. It's not gonna do a whole lot. We are part grass. They have to switch out here if they want to keep their Mega alive. They are gonna do that. Out comes a Milotic. Okay. Milotic is pretty good special defense-wise. They do tank this. I think we will do the Tailwind. And then the next turn... Ooh, a Quick Claw activation. That's crazy. Here comes our Tailwind. We still get the +1 priority. So that's very good for us. Milotic uses Blizzard and it hits! That was a good thing we used the Tailwind. That was a very good thing that we did the Tailwind. Okay, so their Milotic has Tailwind. It has Blizzard. But we still have the light screen up. Decidueye should scare it, I hope. Which means we get the one Trailblaze out, which should increase our speed. The Tailwind should peter out pretty soon. So we're gonna need this +1 speed on our back. The blizzard still hits. Please, light screen. Thank you. Thank you, light screen. You have protected us very well. Thank you for your services. Here, they're dying. Do we get greedy and try to trailblaze to kill them? This could be our worst idea yet. The Quick Claw activates, which is very annoying. There goes the blizzard. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered because we live anyways. There goes our citrus berry. We do get a bit of health back. Here comes the trailblaze. Get out of here. It was enough to kill. Very good, very good. So they have Mega Fabio and something else. We chose very well. We chose very well. It is the King Gambit. Okay, awesome. Supreme Overlord does give him a bit of a boost because my low tech did go down. I think we just go for the Spirit Shackle. Wait, which one does more damage? Spirit Shackle is 90, Seed Bomb is 80. So we go for the Spirit Shackle here. We do a bit of damage. I don't think there's any point in swapping out. If they had a Focus Sash, then it's gone now. Kato Cleave. I know what that is. Like, I've seen it before. It's its unique attack, but I don't actually know what it does. It looks like it's just a very generic dark type attack. Leftovers does heal it a bit. Tailwind is now gone. Chandelure is our only hope. With the Tailwind being gone, I don't know if we can outspeed it, especially if it has the what is it? The very high priority attack, Sucker Punch. If it has Sucker Punch, then we're kind of screwed. If it does not have Sucker Punch and we do outspeed it, hopefully Flamethrower will take it out. We're gonna find out. We do outspeed, we get the Flamethrower out, insta-kill. Insta-kill the King Gambit. So now it is our Mega versus theirs. Fortunately for us, our Mega is at full health, and theirs is at half. They have a neutral Dragon and Electric type move against us. We do have a neutral Ghost type move against them. So this could go either way. We do outspeed. This is amazing for us. And they're out! 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Or I guess in this case, it's 2 steps back, 2 steps forward. Either way, GG's, Connor. Thank you for the battle. This team might not be out of the woods just yet, though. We're basically just where we started off, and half of the recording is already done. So, we have gained absolutely nothing today so far. Neurons? I believe I read that fast enough. Good luck, have fun, Neurons. Tyranitar Garchomp. Many Garchomps today. Also Glamora. We're definitely not putting in the ice team. Like, rock kills ice, and then steel type kills ice. I think... So the last time we faced a team like this, they went with a Glamora lead. If they're gonna go with a Glamora lead again, then maybe we do a Decidueye lead? That's not a bad idea. If we do like a Decidueye lead, maybe we don't even Whimsicott. And then we use their turns of trying to set up to just take them out. That is a strat. We could do like Decidueye, Chandelure, Kronkelder is a strat. And then just hope for the best. The reason why I'm starting off with Decidueye is to get a Trailblaze out. Oh, it's Palafin first. Okay. So they do want to use the 0 to hero. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be U-turning or something. So we can get a free Trailblaze out here. Yep, there's the flip turn. We do resist it, which is good for us. Unfortunately, it's going to be very annoying when it comes back out. Is it the Glamora? They're communicating. They're seeing what's up. It shouldn't take them this long. Okay, there's a Garchomp. Fortunately for us, this Trailblaze will hit for neutral. And we have a very good chance of outspeeding them now. Rough Skin is very annoying though. I believe Spirit Shackle hits harder than Seed Bomb. So we will Spirit Shackle here. There's the Dragon Claw. We live. Citrus Berry does proc. We're going to be at a little under half health. Spirit Shackle hits. They are close to dying. Problem is they outspeed us, and that Dragon Claw really hurt. So Shadow Sneak is our best bet here, and I don't know if it can take him out. I think we go for it. There's the Shadow Sneak. Oh, 4%! Unfortunately, it was not enough. There's the Dragon Claw. We did not have the damage. Okay, so we know they have a Palafin. We could Chandelure in order to bait it out. We just go Mega and then Shadow Ball. Or we could go Cronkelder. If we go Cronkelder, we know that their Garchomp is physical. So if we go Cronkelder and get like a couple of bulk ups up, we might be in this still. We know Palafin is also a physical after using it ourselves. So we could, if their last Pokemon is also physical, then we might be able to just bulk up a win. There goes bulk up. Attack and defense rose, so we should be eating the Earthquake pretty well here. Plus we get the Drain Punch. We're not going to heal a lot, which is very unfortunate for us. Maybe they switch out and we get a heal. They're not going to switch out. It's at 4 health. I doubt it. But maybe they are thinking of switching out. Who knows? Garchomp does go for the other Earthquake. Does it take us out? 4 health. Unfortunately, I think we're screwed here because we heal a bit, but the Rough Skin just eats it up. We're at 8 health. Rough Skin, yeah, we're dead. We basically traded 1-for-1 there, which is a horrible trade because it was already at 4 health. And then our last Pokemon is a Fire type, which is coming in against what I'm assuming is going to be the Palafin hero form. It's the Floette. Okay. It's a Fairy type. I'm not entirely sure if they're gonna stay in though. I think we hope for the best and go for a Shadow Ball. Maybe they go into Palafin for no reason and we get a hit off. Mega Floette is a thing. I did see this spoiler thanks to ZA. This is, I believe, Az's Floette. So it's Mega versus Mega, but their last Pokemon has a type advantage against us. Plus, I believe that stats are way better than ours will be. So this is going to be very annoying. Psychic isn't going to do a whole lot. Yeah, we're above half health. But we do know that they're faster than us, which is very bad. We do get the special defense drop, which means the Shadow Ball will kill them. We will live, but unfortunately, the Palafin will take us out. A part of me was thinking of just going for the Drain Punch instead of trying to get the bulk up. But even then, like, we would have eaten an Earthquake, healed a little bit, taken more damage from the Rough Skin, and then they had a Floette in the back, which meant we were screwed anyways, because Floette had Psychic. There's the Zero to Hero. Here comes our Shadow Ball. Maybe they miss with an attack, who knows? Crazier things have happened. Nope, there goes the Jet Punch. GG's, Neuron, GG's. Even if we went with the ice team, I don't think it would have made any difference. I've got time for 2 to 3 more battles. Hopefully we can even go up a blip in Great Ball Rank 3. So we can say that we made some sort of progress. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Another Japanese name. Good luck, have fun to you, whoever you are. A Pelipper. So they could go rain here. We could have a Weather War. I doubt they're going to use the Dragonite or the Garchomp because of our ice. So I feel like they're going to start with a Pelipper. Unfortunately, our Whimsicott doesn't have any grass type attacks. I think we go Whimsicott. We're not using Aurorus or Glaceon. I think that is a bad idea. I think rain doesn't last forever. Well, maybe it does. They will have free switch-ins with the Pelipper. We could try to fight the Rain War. We could go Aurorus, but instead of putting in Glaceon, we put in Kronkelder in the back. Just to take out the incoming Duraludon or Archaludon. Archaludon, I believe, gets an electric type attack that's like Solar Beam, but it only works on one turn if it's raining. So we have to be worried about that. I'm gonna try this. We don't really have any other options. If they do go for the rain team, maybe we can mess with them. Pelipper also has like Hurricane to deal with us. This could be something. If we go for Moonblast, we should be able to survive whatever they throw at us. So we get a free Moonblast here. They stay in. Okay, sure. Moonblast almost kills. What do they have? Stealth Rocks? They're going for the rocks? Okay, sure. So, do you stay or do you take damage is the next question. You would have to just stay and take it, right? There's no reason to keep the Garchomp out? Maybe they want to save it thinking we have a Chandelure in the back? Luckily for us, we don't. They do withdraw the Garchomp, so we get free damage here. It's a Sylveon. We've dealt with this before. It's going to be very annoying. Unfortunately for us, we don't have anything anti-fairy. That was a crit, which is lucky. Leftovers and Draining Kiss is going to be very annoying to deal with. I think we go with a couple of Fake Tears. We try to force it out. And then on our last turn, we give it... we give whatever's coming in the light screen. There's the Yawn. We knew this was coming. So we're going to swap in. We're going to swap in with Aurorus. We take whatever they give us. We Blizzard. If they stay, we'll do a lot of damage. If they swap into the Garchomp, it's dead. If they swap into their Archaludon, it'll deal neutral damage, which isn't so bad. There's the Wish. Oh my god, is it Wish Protect Yawn? This is why Chandelure had Taunt. Fortunately for us, they are still -2 in special defense. So even if they do... Oh, okay, they didn't do Protect. Here comes the Blizzard. They die! I think Wish will still come true, which means their Garchomp is going to get healed. But they're not going to put out the Garchomp. There's no way, because we have Ice type. They put out the Dragonite! We chose properly! Here comes a Blizzard, buddy. I don't think you outspeed us. Well, maybe they do. There's the Mega. I'm not sure what stats get boosted when they go Mega, but I do know that they're still Dragon Flying. We are Choice Scarf. So hopefully we do outspeed, maybe? Hopefully there's the Drago Meteor. We didn't get... Did we get the light screen up? I don't remember. We live! We live! Bro, you are so gone. You are so gone. They're not so gone. Extremely effective, but they still live. It was the multi-scale. I believe it has multi-scale. So they take like half damage if their health is still at max. Unfortunate for us. But now they're at -2 special attack. If they go for the Draco Meteor again, they'll be -4 special attack. They could swap in and kill their own... no, they go for the extreme speed. We resist this. Bro. I mean, kudos for them trying. We tried to do the same thing not too long ago with Shadow Sneak onto a Garchomp. The double bluff worked. They forfeited! We have our first rage quit! Yo, look at that! GG's, whatever your Japanese name is. GG's. Land 10 critical hits was apparently a thing that we had to do. Cool. Alright, I got time for 1 or 2 more battles, depending on how long or short they take. Let's see what else we end up here. Again, we could end this now and just say we didn't move at all, but there's still time. There's still time. We could make progress, or this could be a horrible mistake. We'll never know until we try. Good luck, have fun. Frost. My bad. That is a team and a half. Whoa, look at that. Okay. Mega Starmie is what they're gonna go with? Or Mega Clefable. Fun fact, Clefable has a Mega now. This is gonna be a weird one. I think we go like Whimsicott, Aurorus, Glaceon, and hope for the best, honestly. I think they might go Cerulege, so I kind of want to go Chandelure just to counter it. The Hydreigon will be annoying to go through. And so will the Clefable. We don't have anything anti-fairy, unfortunately. I think this might be our best bet. Because, like, Decidueye doesn't really do anything except for maybe anti... Starmie, but Starmie is a part psychic, which ghost types do take down. Let's see if we made the right call. Again, good luck, have fun, Frost. They have 2 cool badges. They're starting with the Archaludon. Okay, sure. We're gonna start with the light screen. Archaludons are usually special attack. We'll get the light screen up. Maybe we can tank a couple of attacks. Stealth Rocks, okay. Sure, yes. Maybe we do go for the Moonblast here because our Focus Sash is still alive. And then we get the Tailwind later. It is neutral. Lucky for us, this is going to be a neutral Moonblast, and we do outspeed them. Not bad. Not bad. Stamina goes up, which we don't care about. We're doing special damage. There's the Roar. Okay, this is going to be annoying. They're going to make us swap out. Here, okay, it wasn't the worst. Chandelure does take a bit of damage here. We don't have the Tailwind. Leftovers will heal him a bit. Do we Mega and hope for the best? I think we do. Because they're probably going to try to roar again. Do we go for the taunt expecting them to roar again? Wait, are we crazy here? This could be the best thing that we do or the worst. We're about to find out. They could just be trying to roar us to death. Get the Stealth Rocks damage. If we outspeed and get the taunt out, then they just wasted a turn. Hopefully, maybe. Fell for the taunt. Okay, cool. Can't use roar. Yo, get wrecked, nerd. That is really good for us. Now they have to attack or they have to switch out. We're going to go with the Flamethrower. It's neutral damage. Plus, I believe it has a higher base power. Yeah, there goes the switch. Out comes the Star Me. Unfortunately for us, we went for the flamethrower and not the Shadow Ball. They probably saw the flamethrower coming. It's fine, it's whatever. Please tell me that is Mega Legs. I would love to see Mega Legs in this game. It is Mega Legs! Yo! Mega Legs! Yeah, look at that! Second best Mega Evolution that they added in ZA. They get an Aqua Jet off. We do live, which is crazy. In comes the Shadow Ball. They die. Archaludon will probably come up. They're probably gonna go for another Roar. Do we risk it? I think they might think that we're gonna go for a Roar, so we go for damage here. Plus, we're at low health. There's no reason for them to try to risk a Roar. It's a Sneasler, which is fighting poison, I believe. So Flamethrower? Throat Chop, they're faster than us. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. So the good thing here is that Whimsicott should still be able to get a Tailwind out. Yeah, if we go Whimsicott, and then our Focus Sash is going to be pointless because of the Stealth Rocks. But we should be able to prioritize a Tailwind here. And then hopefully the extra speed will mean that we outspeed and murder this Sneasler. There's the Dire Claw. That is poison, I believe. Extremely effective. Yeah, so it's a poison type attack, and we were Grass Fairy. So our hopes and dreams rest on Aurorus. Spamming Blizzard. Good news is the Archaludon does have some damage on it, and Blizzard is neutral to them. So we're about to find out here. They are fighting types, so if they're able to hit us, we're dead. Are you a Glass Cannon? No, and it's above 50%. So even if we live this, we're dead. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. We got some lucky strikes there, but they do win out in the end. GG's, Frost. GG's. Flying type gym leader did not use any flying types in their team. Alright, last battle, last battle. If we end on a win, that means we have made absolutely zero progress, aside from maybe getting some levels on the battle pass. Key? Is it Key or Qui? Whichever one it is, good luck, have fun. That is something we haven't seen. A Volcarona, I want to say. And a Machamp as well. I mean, do we go the ice route? We don't have a rock type attack for the Volcarona is the issue here. Aurorus only has Blizzard. But it does kill... You know what? Let's go Whimsicott. Let's go Chandelure, because at least Flamethrower is neutral against Volcarona. And then if it is a Weather War... Maybe we go Aurorus, and maybe they have Hydreigon. They have more special attacks than physical attacks, so I don't think Kronk Elder is the right play here. Like, it'll body Tyranitar and it'll defend against Machamp, but I can see them using, like, any of the other four. Definitely not Decidueye, I don't think, and Glaceon is a no. So yeah, maybe these three? This could also be a loss, and we, instead of going forward up ranks, we just went back down a couple. It's not so bad if it does happen. I mean, Great Ball rank 3 is a lot higher than I thought we would ever get. There's the Volcarona. It's probably going to try to set up against us. Fiery Dance, most likely. We're going to go for the Light Screen. Maybe tank an attack or two. Here comes the Light Screen. They're probably going to go either Quiver Dance or Fiery Dance. There's the Quiver Dance. Okay. We don't have any physical attacks against them. So this is going to be a problem against us. They're probably going to get another Quiver Dance off. This is a big problem. The best we could do would be to get Chandelure out here. And even then, it's going to be horrible. Like, we can get the taunt out. But it's not going to do a whole lot. Yeah, this is probably a loss for us. Volcarona uses Substitute. I mean, that's nice. But not really. I don't know if Taunt Infiltrator does work. There's the leftovers. Okay. I think we just go for the damage. We just go for the Mega and just start flamethrowing them. I don't think we have any other choice. Their Pokemon is just gonna body us regardless. After it gets like 3 Quiver Dances off, we're just screwed. There's Fiery Dance. It shouldn't do a whole lot. We're Fire type as well. They did have the boost. So that's unfortunate for us. Oh, and it was a crit. Okay. So yeah, it really doesn't do a whole lot. Their special attack does go up, so... Oh, hello! We crit as well! Yo, get out of here, Volcarona! Bro, we are still in this. I was not expecting that. There comes out a Sylveon. Okay, we're just gonna burn him. We're gonna burn him, and we're gonna hope for the best, and we're gonna burn him. It could be another, like, stalling Yawn Sylveon here. No, they're going for the Shadow Ball. They want that kill. They didn't like how we took them out. Okay, if that was a low damage roll, and we get a high damage roll here, we could be taking them out. They have a Quick Claw? Come on now! That is so bunk. When we use the Quick Claw, it barely activated. Where's our Quick Claw activations? Light Screen wore off. I think we go back into Whimsicott here. We get, like, the Light Screen up. We know we're gonna need it. If they yawn, we go for Fake Tears. Another Quick Claw activation? Dude, that's too much. Luckily, we do get the priority, but still, like, we don't get that many Quick Claws. They're going for the yawn. We do have the special defense up. We're gonna swap here. I don't think it's a good idea to waste our Choice Scarf, especially since we don't know what they have left. If we keep it up, then we can, like, Moonblast twice. Here comes Auroras. They're probably gonna, like, Hyper Voice or something. Or, like, Wish. No, there's the Hyper Voice. They're going for the kill. Here comes the Blizzard. I don't know what they're gonna swap into. Maybe a Tyranitar, if they brought it. If they stay in, then their last Pokemon might not be good against Auroras. I can hope that it's like another quick... Bro, stop cheating, bro. They're actually cheating. Like, there's no way. A crit and a Quick Claw activation. There's absolutely no way, my dude. Next, you're gonna tell me that they have Protect and Wish. Like, this is so crazy. The luck on this person is out of this world. I thought we got lucky with the Chandelure there, but they are way higher in terms of luck stats than we are. It was a Meganium. Their last and final Pokemon is a Meganium. It's probably their Mega. We're gonna Blizzard here. If they outspeed us, they outspeed us, and we're gonna eat the incoming Solar Beam. And we just tip our hats to them. Like, there's nothing else we could really do. Here comes the Blizzard. We do get to attack first. They're down to 15% health. This is good for us. This is very good for us. We do have a chance. Oh, Solar Blade. They went with a physical attack. Okay, that's cool. Props to you. I don't actually know the stats of Meganium. So maybe it does become physical. I know Mega Starmie becomes physical. So that's something. Whimsicott's gonna come out. Do we just go for the kill? I think we just go for the kill. We do have I don't know if they have any priority though. I think we just go for the kill. I don't think there's any reason to set up any sort of like light screen or anything. We just go for the kill. If it takes 2 turns to kill them, then it takes 2 turns to kill them. We do take them out in 1 turn. 15% was low enough. But yeah, like 3 or 4 quick claw activations, like a crit? Come on now. GG's Key or Key or Key. I think I just said Key. But yeah, we're exactly where we left off last time. Great episode. Amazing climb. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next week on the final episode of Season 1.